My name is Maliekal. I'm from South Africa and I'm 23 years old. I found out through a coach from another academy, Jiva. He was working with BAC and he recommended New Vision while I was still back in South Africa. And I came here in April 2010, so it's been about 4 years now. Well, I was in South Africa where the training is not as good and the coaches, sparring partners, it's not that strong. And I was the best back home at that time, so I wanted to get better and improve. And I knew that Asia is one of the dominant badminton playing countries, and Malaysia was one of the best choices because I think it's the most cosmopolitan Asian country, so I chose Malaysia. Yeah. It's really top. The coaches are really good. They understand the players and they've been players, so they know what it takes and how it is to be a player. The facilities are also really good. You can see we have 15 courts and yeah, everything is really good. The training is really good. The focus is mostly on footwork and technique. So it's a different style to what we have been taught. The Western style is very physical, and this was very new for me coming here and learning this different style of play, which is very effective, and it is a formula to be a world-class player. So it's really good. Well, the training I've been through before you can't really call it training. I didn't have much back home. There were not many players and hardly any coaches in the city I was from. So I used to do a lot of just running and gym by myself. I was on court maybe once or twice a week. So this is way better than I've ever had before. And yeah, so I'm very happy about that. My personal experience here, well, training here for 4 years, there have been lots of ups and downs. Took a long time to really feel an improvement, and then when I won 2 years later our Continental All Africa Championships, I won that and I've been winning that since then, so I'm very happy about that. And the toughest part is when you're going through a bad patch. It's very difficult when you're training every day and you feel down because you're having a bad day, and to get through that is very, very difficult, so you have to be very mentally strong. And yeah, so that's probably the toughest. The bad patches you go through as a badminton player, you need to be mentally strong to push through those times. Well, the coaches are very influential and very they motivate you. They're very supportive. They don't just leave you and let you sort your own problems out. If you have any issues, they always welcome you to talk to them and approach them. So Limo, Kabin, Yogin, Manoj as well, they've always been there to help you go through these tough times. So they help a lot. Well, I'll definitely encourage them to come here. I've encouraged a lot of players to come here, and they have come and they've improved and they've enjoyed it here. So I've always told them NVBA is definitely the place to come to, and yeah, it's a good decision. Awesome, awesome, and awesome. Those are the 3 words. Thank you.
I'm from New Zealand. I'm 19 years old, 20 this year. I play mixed doubles with my twin brother, and we're hoping to qualify for the Olympics in 2016. So yeah. My coach in New Zealand is from Malaysia, and so he recommended us to come here, and we've been training here now for about 1.5 years. Yeah, and we go back home in 2 weeks' time for the New Zealand tournament, and then we'll come back to train till 2016. Well, New Zealand badminton isn't, we have a good coach in New Zealand, but it's just the quality of training is not the same as what you get here. And that's why we prefer to come to Malaysia, and our coach said Malaysia would be good for us as well. And we've been here for 1.5 years, and we have decided to stay till 2016, so it says a lot for badminton in Malaysia, really. The coaches are great. They're positive all the time. They always give positive feedback from tournaments. They coach really well, and also they coach us on where we need to improve as well, which makes it a lot easier for us to improve as players. And they're very friendly, very fun, and serious on court, but off court they're like your friends, so it's quite nice. The halls, yeah, no, I mean it's amazing. We don't have halls like this in New Zealand. So many courts, even mats. We don't play in mats in New Zealand. So it's good because when we play international tournaments, we play on mats. So it makes it a lot easier to go to a tournament and play on mat when we train on mats all the time. And everything is at a high standard as well. So it's good. It's different. It is different to what we learn in New Zealand. We're always used to having to come back to centre as soon as you hit the shuttle, go back to centre as fast as possible. Whereas here, it's hit slowly, come back, and we do feel it is making us a better player. because we are able to see the shuttle and can control a lot better. And the training technique is different from New Zealand, but it's taken us a while to adapt, and we do feel we are better players for adapting to this. So it's good. It's tough. Well, in New Zealand we do a bit of physical, but it's not as much as we do here. And in New Zealand it's a lot of just simply run. Here it's run because you're doing this, and they do a lot of technical as well, which is what we don't get so much in New Zealand. So the technical is what we really do need, as my brother and I need, so it's the best here, really. I mean, but changing the method of training, coming from New Zealand now, we're used to it, we've been here for a year plus now, so the training method we are getting used to, and trying to put it into our game, which is obviously the hardest thing, because we've gone from a small child learning one thing for many years and now changing into something else for 1 year, but we are getting it, and so it should be good. If you want to come here more, come here for training. We have had a few New Zealand players come, and after 2 weeks they've died because they're not used to heavy training, but it's a great experience. So many international players come through here. We've met so many good friends from many countries, and you know, the training is tough. You meet good people. It's a great experience. I would recommend anyone to come here. Amazing, awesome, friendly. There we go. That works.
Yeah, my name is Lino Munoz. I'm from Mexico, 23 years old. I'm Mexican national champion. I've been here training for back in 2009 for 6 months. I played World Juniors over here in Kedah. One of my targets is to make it to Rio Olympics in 2016, and I think this is a great place to come and train, and I love it. Actually, I found out about MBBA with a friend of Yogan was training in Peru. He was a Malaysian coach, and I talked to him. I told him that I wanted to come and train in Malaysia. That was back in 2009, so he set me up with Coach Yogan. I came here for 6 months in 2009, and then came back in 2011 for another period of 3 months, and now I'm going to be here for 3 months until the end of May, and yep, that's it. Well, I've always been curious about how, Asian players are like the best in the world, so I've always been curious about how they train and what do they do, and that's why I wanted to come to Malaysia. And it's not, I've trained in Indonesia, I've trained in China, and I like Malaysia better. Well, I like this club better because they teach you how to play badminton. You don't come here and they only like beat you up with physical stuff. They actually teach you how to play, how to hit, how to move, and they teach you how to play the game, which is for us very important because we come here for a very short amount of time. So whatever we can learn here, we have to take it back home. So I think it's good because it's not like only physical stuff. So I like it. The coaches are really good. I think they were national players, and they've been to a lot. They've played with the best players in the world. They've trained with the best players in the world, and I think they have a lot of knowledge about what's badminton, how to treat a player, how to conduct him to be good, and especially when they have bad moments or good moments. And I think the touch they have over here, it's really good because they actually make you feel like you're part of the club, part of the training. It's not like you come and you feel like you're only paying to train. They make you feel like home, and that's really nice. I think the training methods are good. See, like I said, it's not only physical stuff. Like for us, since like we come from other countries where maybe badminton is not as popular in Malaysia, we don't have that let's say that experience like of playing with different players every day, right? Because there's a lot of players over here, so you can get to play different styles all the time. It's not like you get used to one style. So I think like the training methods, they're good because they make you play with different people, and they make you do like physical stuff. They make you do a gym, so it's like a mixture of everything that it's what a badminton player needs. I think this place is really good. I mean, I think it's, well, in my personal opinion, it's one of my favorites. See, like I said, I've been training some like Indonesia and like China, and what I like about this place is the treatment. Then they actually teach you stuff that it's valuable to play the game. You know, it's like technique, or especially the strategy. They tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Well, like I said, my personal experience, I trained here for 6 months, and I mean the training changed a little bit. Last time it used to be a little bit more physical, but right now they see like what they want to do is for you to get results, right, in tournaments. So I think the training is aimed to that, you know, so you can recreate all those events in training. So when you are playing a tournament, you have a bit more confidence in yourself to win the game, or what to do, or win a point, or how to win a point. So I think that's really important, and I think the toughest part of the training will be, I don't know, like shadow. Shadow is just tough. Yeah, I would recommend anyone to come over here and try it out. I think it's a really good place to learn how to play badminton. I mean, the atmosphere is really good. The coaches are good. They treat you well. There's a lot of players over here which are like the same, like they want to do the same thing as you, which is improve and stuff. So I think it's a really good place to come, and I will invite anyone to come.